all. And what I found through my reporting was that when these elites get involved in social change, what they do is they change change. They take leadership of change. They Columbus social change. They declare themselves now the people, the CEO of Change, Inc. And they edit out in their capacity as board members, trustees, leaders of organizations, donors to causes. They edit out forms of change they don't really like, and they encourage forms of change they believe in. So on any issue, you take the empowerment of women, you know what they don't like? Maternity leave. You know why? Because it's expensive. It costs money, right? For companies, for the taxpayer, particularly wealthy taxpayers. So what do they like? Lean in. You know why? Because lean in's free. All you got to do is tell women that patriarchy is actually a posture problem. If you just lean at a slightly different angle of recline, patriarchy gone. Well, that's very cheap. Rich people love lean in.
Wait, but explain that in terms of maternity leave.
Well, maternity leave, to do maternity leave as one example of a social policy that would actually help women would cost this society a lot of money, right? Employers would have to, if that was a right, either the society would have to pay for that or private companies would have to pay for that in ways they don't right now. That's a way of actually empowering women that we know from data in other countries. That would be good. It would do the job, but it'd be expensive for the winners of our age. So what the winners of our age do in their capacities as kind of change agents and thought leaders is they kind of tip the scale and say, you know, that maternity leave thing, we don't need to do that. Let's just do lean in. They encourage, they give platforms.
And lean in means?
Lean in means telling women to raise their hands more and be a little more assertive in meetings to fight patriarchy, right? Which is, I don't know, like telling the slaves to be nicer. I mean, like the answer to systems of oppression is not to tell people to be more pleasing to their bosses. But this is the advice from, you know, a billionaire corporate feminist, Sheryl Sandberg, who, while she was telling women to lean in, was also selling women out so that they would live under Donald Trump because Facebook was so, you know, unwilling to deal with the cyber war issue and the abuse of privacy issue and Cambridge Analytica, et cetera. Most of the women I know would prefer to live in a democracy first and foremost and not live under Donald Trump. So Sheryl Sandberg was selling them her products, but she was selling them out in a much more fundamental way. But she's not the only example. If you look at